Hello and welcome to a new episode of Burger. Today we'll be taking you to a delicious journey to the Middle East with one of its most iconic and beloved desserts, Knafeh with cheese. It's made of shredded phyllo dough, cheese and drenched in sweet and sticky sugar syrup. Grab your apron, preheat your oven and get ready to indulge the sweet and cheese goodness of Knafeh. Let's get started. This is how raw Knafeh looks like. You can find it in any local Arab or Turkish store. For this particular recipe, we need to shred the Knafeh dough to a very small pieces, which is best by using a food processor. After filling the food processor with the Knafeh, at first, shred the Knafeh for a few seconds without adding anything to it. Then start adding 3 to 6 tablespoons of ghee and 1 tablespoon of sugar so we can get that beautiful golden color at the end. Check the texture of the Knafeh. Press it with your fist. If it looks like this, then we are ready to go to the next step. Otherwise, add 1 or 2 tablespoons of ghee and shred it for a couple of more seconds. Now it's time to make sugar syrup. Add 2 cups of sugar and 1 cup of water and put it on a high heat until the sugar dissolves and starts boiling. Once it starts boiling, add a slice of lemon to the syrup so it balances the sweetness of the syrup and prevents the sugar from crystallizing. You can also add a teaspoon of orange blossom water to give the syrup a unique flavor. For the filling, we need 350 grams of fresh mozzarella cheese drained from its water. To prepare the cheese for the Knafeh, shred the mozzarella cheese in a container and remove as much as possible excess water from it using kitchen towels. Repeat the same process for a couple of times only because the rest of the moist will vaporize when it's baked. Now we have our cheese ready, we'll have the final step remaining, which is putting everything all together. First things first, we need to cover the baking tray with a generous amount of ghee, so we can get the Knafeh crispy from outside and tender from inside. Spread the shredded Knafeh in the baking tray around 1 centimeter thick. Make sure to cover all the sides as well, so we can put the cheese in the middle and it will be surrounded by the Knafeh. Press gently to spread the Knafeh within all the tray. Then press it using same-sized baking tray. Otherwise, you can also use a glass with a flat bottom, which will do the job just perfectly. Start adding the mozzarella cheese in the middle. Also, make sure to keep it around 1 centimeter far from the edges, so the cheese doesn't come out of the Knafeh when we bake it. Press gently again to spread the cheese evenly, but not too hard because we are going to press it one last time after we put the last layer of Knafeh. Then brush the cheese with a thin layer of ghee. This will improve the flavor even more. Now we are at the final stage where we spread the last layer of Knafeh, which it needs to be thick enough because this will be the bottom side after we flip it over. Also make sure to cover all the gaps, otherwise it will leak the cheese when it's melting in the oven. Now we're done, we give it a final press from all sides and make sure the edges are well pressed. And of course, don't forget to preheat the oven like me. Put it on 200 degrees Celsius or 390 Fahrenheit and set the clock to 30 minutes, so you don't need to check it every now and then. And of course, butter the bottom part so we can get it crunchy as the upper part. And after 30 minutes we have this beautiful looking knafeh. Now with the mission impossible to flip this over without messing it up. Let's see how this is gonna look like. Look how beautiful golden color is this. Now it's time to drench the top with the sugar syrup we made earlier. Just make sure the syrup is warm enough, otherwise the knafeh won't absorb it properly. And of course, I can't call this authentic knafeh without decorating it with pistachios, which will give it a great additional taste as well as make it look amazing. Let's cut this beauty and give it a taste. Look at the cheese, looks like heaven. Let me know in the comments below, did you ever try knafeh with cheese, or it's your first time? Let's try this mouth-watering knafeh. Look at the cheese, this is crazy. Enjoy the rest of the video and we'll see you in the next one.